All right, hello everybody and welcome. Thank you for being here. My name is John, and in this video I want to explain to you exactly why I stopped leaving my body after 10 years of daily practice. And by no means am I going to attempt to discourage you from engaging in out-of-body practices and astral projection. I just want to help you learn from my mistakes, because after 10 years of daily practice, I had to make the choice to leave the practice, completely abandon it, because it was starting to have negative effects on my life. Real negative effects on my real physical life. So I hope to explain to you today exactly why that happened so that you can avoid these mistakes and you can continue to benefit from your practice for the rest of your life. Okay, so for those of you who don't know my backstory, the first time I left my body, I was 13 years old, and after that, I practiced every day for 10 years and had a lot of wonderful experiences. And if you want to hear more about that story, you can check out this video here where I explain that full experience in detail. But really all I want to talk about today is, it just boils down to what you are using these experiences for. And since I was 13 when I started doing this, I was almost exclusively using these experiences, my time out of the body, to have whatever experiences I wanted to satisfy any desires that I could not satisfy easily in my waking life, in my physical body. Okay, so really I was just using this experience to satisfy my desires, and that basically took one of two forms. The first being seeking out or creating some type of sexual experience, because you can easily do that. You just have to think it and it happens. You can imagine yourself with anyone you want. So obviously that's very tempting, and yes, please don't judge me too harshly. I was 13 years old and I know you want to do that also, so zip it. All right, so the other thing, so aside from sexual experiences, the other thing I was doing is I would literally just, I would go Super Saiyan, and it was just shooting energy, like doing these massive energy blasts and like blowing up mountains and flying around. And yeah, because even now, 20 years later, going Super Saiyan is still the absolute coolest thing I can imagine. It's still like, that's still like the top idea I've ever been exposed to. So as soon as I left my body, I was just free. I just wanted to do all the things I thought about all day long but was unable to do. And so I had a wonderful time having all these wonderful experiences with all of the most attractive women in the universe. Boom, hello. And then transforming, flying around, blowing things up. It was just fun. It was fun. It was really, really fun. And it became so fun that I just wanted to get home and sit in my chair and relax out of my body and do that. And I began to enjoy that so much more than my physical life that I started to become quite depressed. And I would just wake up in the morning and just look at myself and just think like, God, like seriously, do I really have to do this again? I know myself to be a eternal cosmic being. Do I really need to wake up in this dang physical body every single day? Like, why can't I just be free? I don't want to do this. I want to do that. And so that was happening. And now keep in mind, it wasn't like I was doing nothing all day long though. Like physically, I was trying real hard in life at that point, like super, super hard. It was just this feeling I just would rather be out of my body at all times. So we started out as this wonderful practice, a beautiful way to explore and experience new things. It ended up becoming a form of escapism for me, and I just really, really lost a ton of interest in this physical reality here. And also, I do fully believe that you can have all those experiences in the physical dimension. Of the masters, Jesus, Buddha, etc., any master can demonstrate miracles easily because they've united themselves with the source of all power. But for those of us who have not done that yet, at least not consciously, because it's already done. That's who we are. We are all united with that power of creation. We just don't know it, so we can't utilize it. So anyways, what I realized at that time was that I needed to stop leaving my body. I needed to stop exploring these other realms. I need to focus on meditating and bringing more energy, more life, more appreciation into my physical experience so that I can enjoy my life more, because I am an eternal soul, and yet I wake up here every single day. There's got to be a reason for that. I trust in the infinite intelligence and wisdom of who I really am and of the universe, which has given me this experience. So why don't I try to make the most of what I've been given here? So that was the wise decision I made, at that time, which was almost 12 years ago now. And the error in my thinking at that point was that it had to be either or. And I think if you had asked me, I would have known it didn't have to be one or the other. It's just in practice, in my life, it did, because it was really, really taking me away from my physical life. I just didn't want to be here anymore when I knew I could be there. I could be anywhere. I could be completely free, and then all day long I'm experiencing limitation, and I just didn't want to do it. I don't like feeling limited. Like, feeling limited is so much worse when you've already experienced complete freedom from limitation. So my advice to you, I know you're going to want to do these things. I know you all want to go Super Saiyan and blow things up with energy blasts, and I know you want to have sex with all these wonderful cosmic beings. Yes, go ahead. Like, I'm not trying to stop you, but just notice the effect that has on you, and try to make sure you're not doing that too much. So I would highly suggest that when you leave your body, your main goal be calling out to your soul, finding out who you really are, allowing these universal forces to fill you up when you're in that state where you're already bypassing all sorts of filters. You can have more pure experiences there because all of their physicality is out of the picture. Really just comes down to staying focused on the goal of growth and expansion of consciousness, strengthening your awareness, uniting your consciousness with all that is, identifying yourself with this more unlimited being that you really are. Just let all of these pure goals of yoga, of enlightenment, of awakening, let that guide you through these experiences, and don't get too caught up in the freedom to satisfy all of your desires, because you're just going to keep having more desires and more desires. And if you're like me, you'll end up just thinking that that's way more fun than your real life. And that's not a good attitude to have, because there is a reason we are here in these bodies. And it is possible to leave and explore, obviously. But the goal should be to integrate that part of yourself into your physical experience, so that there's this continuity of expanding consciousness throughout both dimensions or multiple dimensions. Because the real goal is to learn how to be your best, brightest, highest self at all times. And that includes right here in the physical world. So I hope this helps you. I'm not sure I'm doing the best job of explaining this to you, but I hope it's clear to you how seeking out all of those experiences led to me being depressed and not wanting to be physical anymore. But I never got suicidal. I never did that. Just was always rushing home to get into my practice. So I really hope this helps guide you. Please practice responsibly, keep the goals of growth in mind, and greater connection and awareness of everything that you really are. And yeah, let's talk about it. Please reach out to me in the comment section. Let me know, what are your goals? What kind of experiences are you trying to have? What are you hoping to gain or achieve through these out-of-body experiences? Or maybe what have you already been using those for? I would love to connect with you all about this because it is a very special experience, and it is definitely going to change you for the better in many ways. So thank you so much for watching. I really wish you all the best in your practice and in your life. And if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. And I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.